You know what, y'all? We gonna do this video today without the glasses on the head so that y'all get the full view, right? Now, good doc back again. Once again, let's lock in. Should I also be mad with Chris Rock over this entire situation because it seems as though he took a jab at people with alopecia? Now, Doc doesn't want to go through everything that went on during the war show. If you haven't seen the video, you already know what it is. A joke was made to Will Smith's wife in reference to a G.I. Jane reference to a movie from like the late 90s, 97, I believe, that was played by Demi Moore. And she had the short haircut, basically a short military style haircut in the movie. And of course, because Jada Pinkett has come out and said she has alopecia, and apparently it's been a challenge and a struggle for her. I guess the joke in a lot of people's mind was inappropriate, right? Now, this is coming from somebody who's had alopecia since the age of 6. I've lost my hair, about 5 going on 6 years old. Look at me, man. This is me, okay? Alopecia and all. I can't grow facial hair. I have hair nowhere on my body. Every now and again, it's hard to see, but if you look close enough, like maybe over here, I grow hair, but it's very rare. Like it's very much, it's never a lot, and when I grow it, it grows in patches. That's why I just keep a clean shave, and trust me, the ladies love it. But I have to admit, guys, growing up, man, it was not easy. It was not easy having alopecia. 6-year-old kid, all the 8 balls and cue ball references that I had to deal with, man. And it didn't help that I was a chubby kid, too. You know what I'm saying? I went through it like everybody else. Well, actually, let me take that back. At that time, I was literally the only one going through it, right? I've been there, I did that. Like, I had to just accept it for what it was, right? Kids are fucking mean. They're rude as fuck. Middle school was no better, right? I got worse, but nobody really bullied me. It was just like jokes every now and again. But even as a kid, it didn't impress me as much as I actually thought it did. And to be honest with you, keep it a buck with you, my older brother, he wouldn't let that shit slide for nothing, right? Anybody said anything about me, my OG wouldn't let that slide for anything, right? Because that's the way we were raised. We look out for each other. So shout out to my older brother, Brandon. But aside from that, there were situations wherein, like I said, he wasn't there all the time to be around, right? So, did this joke offend me, right? Am I supposed to be offended because there was quote-unquote a reference to alopecia without there being a reference to alopecia? I've heard worse. I've heard worse. Now, maybe it's because I'm a guy and I'm a man and I'm just supposed to be able to take it, right? And then if it's from the female perspective, I guess we have to handle situations a little bit differently, even though we're dealing with the exact same fucking thing. Now, apparently, we're supposed to handle that situation a little bit different, right? Feel me on this one. Because it's her, right? Because it's a celebrity of sorts, or somebody married to somebody famous, and she had her own career too. Let's not set it off. Let's keep it a buck now. Woo. Couple of things back in the day. Jada Pinkett was a bad girl. Now don't get it twisted, yo. She was a baddie. I'm just not a fan of what she's become, right? Or how everything's transpired within the last couple of years. Just not a fan, and I'll never be a fan of that, right? She emasculated that man, and everybody know that. But as a man, scratch that. As a person with alopecia, period, am I supposed to be offended by that? Am I supposed to take offense to this? If I am, I don't, right? If I'm supposed to, I don't. I don't, right? I don't, right? And, as I hear everybody now all of a sudden trying to do their educational background of research on what fucking alopecia is, now all of a sudden alopecia is trending on fucking Google and whatnot. Something I've had since I was a fucking child. It's just funny to me, right? It's funny. It's so hilarious to me. Now all of a sudden people want to care. Guys, alopecia is not debilitating, okay? Although, I will say this, I've had a lot of people, because I am bald and because I virtually don't have any hair and shit, a lot of people have asked me, knock on wood, Let me knock on wood for sure. Gotta get my luck on the right side. A lot of people have asked me, like, do I have cancer and shit? And, you know, sometimes I do find it hard to figure out how to take that question. I just answer it with a no, but, you know, motherfucker, don't put that on me. Shit, I ain't got, no, don't put that shit on me. I'm just an alopecia kid. That's it. Just a kid with fucking alopecia. You feel me? So, for me, I ain't impressed by the shit. You know, I'm bald, bro. Hell, women love it. Motherfucker, I can't find a woman on earth right now that doesn't like to caress this beautiful bald head of mine. Back in the day, though, when I was younger, though, it was not easy, yo. It wasn't. Because, again, kids are cruel. Kids are mean. And I was the only bald kid coming. I mean, nobody was bald, okay? People don't start to bald until they're about the age that I am right now. And by this time, I'd already had at least 20 plus years in the game looking like this, right? So, you know, the whole situation as it plays out, I assume everybody's like, yo, he was just offending this woman. He was doing all this shit. But I do not believe that Chris Rock's joke was a jab at people with alopecia. You know what's funny, though? You know what's funny? Had he not known about this particular situation that Jada Pinkett Smith was going through, dude, you would have just thought that, you know, he was just making a reference to the short haircut. You act like women don't fucking go bald or shave their heads off. Tiffany Haddish just done it recently. There's a lot of celebrities that have done it, right? And let's not forget the young ladies in the Black Panther movie. I can't remember who they were. You guys know who I'm talking about. The defenders of the gate. You know, all the young ladies, beautiful, beautiful young ladies that had their hair bald too in the movie. Lupita Nyong'o did it. I mean, what the fuck, bro? There have been women who have been bald before. Now all of a sudden it seems as though it's a sensitivity thing about a woman being bald. But did y'all care about my feelings? Y'all care about my feelings? Do y'all care how I feel? Nah, you just a dude, man. You supposed to take it. Fuck it. Nobody care about how you feel. Your feelings don't mean shit. Which is why when people start making jokes about my head now, you know, you got some people in the comment section that want to try to throw those quick jabs, but Doc's good with the parry. A lot of people want to come at me sideways, but to keep it a buck with you, there is nothing that you can say now that I haven't heard in the past. Or the same references that you make now, chances are there have been the same references made to me about my head in the past. So it's very rare that you'll ever find me pressed about being bald, right? Come on, bro. Come on, man. This is my life, right? It don't change. This is who I am. I'm not going to grow my hair back. We tried that shit. You want to know what the truth is? Truth is, when I officially went bald, back when I was 6, what happened was I was put on a steroid cream, right? Now, you guys know what steroids do, right, to your body. Now, most people, they utilize steroids, right? And then they're in the gym and they're pumping and they're getting big. But what ended up happening is I kind of just got fat because I wasn't in the gym. And I was like 6 years old and I was taking this cream, but I was still eating the same. You know, a kid with a high metabolism or whatever, when you're a younger kid, you know, it could make you, you know, blow up over time. So to me, it kind of put weight on too. So it's not as if I didn't try for this shit to come back, right? As a matter of fact, it's hard for you to see it. I'll point it out right now. This is my original bald spot, y'all. No cap. I don't know if you can see it. Look, I'm transparent as fuck. Like you see where it's a little darker? That's where it originally went bald. And we started putting steroid cream in there to see if it would bring back the follicles and whatnot. Didn't work, right? So then all of a sudden, you know, it all came off. That's my life, right? This is me. This is the good doc. The person who's lived that life for the better part of a decade or more. Just being bald, bro. Nah, I love this shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about me, man. Bitches love bald heads, right? But like I was saying earlier, man, a lot of my guys are getting bald now, right? At the age that we are now. But this is something I've lived with my whole life, so I've been ready for these moments, right? Like, this shit is nothing to me, right? And as you guys can see, when I keep my shit like this, it looks a little funny. So you wonder why I usually just put the glasses at the top of my head. That's the reason why I do it. It kind of contours it just a little bit, and it doesn't draw a lot of attention. That's the reason why when I go live or I do my videos, my glasses are on the top of my head. Because when I take them off, you see how crazy weird it looks. And besides, you know I can't wear them because there will be a glare, right? So that's the reason why I wear my glasses on the top of my head. But for the overreaction of the situation, a man defending his wife, however you guys see it, I'm basically, I don't give a shit. I really don't. I don't. There are far more things in the world for me to care about than the fact that somebody now all of a sudden wants to talk about alopecia or try to figure out what alopecia is and try to figure out why Will Smith was so mad. And then we got G.I. Jane references and people Googling G.I. Jane. It's a mess. I had my students earlier today. My students were like, yo, Dr. Carter, did you see what happened last night? Did you see what happened last night? I was like, what are you talking about? Because I didn't know about it until this morning, like what really happened. I scrolled through it. I saw it, thought it was a joke. But they were showing me all of the things on TikTok. Everybody's making a response to it and all of this stuff. And it's crazy. Like their whole entire feed was everything dealing with that particular situation, right? When it's new, you guys know how it trends and everything like that. So I figured I'd make my own video about it because you're talking to a person who has alopecia, right? A person who's had, I don't know, do you still have it or you had it? I don't know how that worked. I think I still got it, but I've had it since I was 6, man. That's a long fucking time ago, okay? So, you know, that's 20 years plus ago. So for me, am I pressed by it? Shit, I don't think nobody cared about my feelings when they was coming up, man. So I guess if you can't take a weak ass joke, for me, it's just a matter of, y'all just sensitive as fuck, man. Y'all just sensitive as hell. Honestly, though, I would have hoped and wished the outcome for me, had it been me, I would have hoped that he would have went on stage and probably just went up to him and said, yo, man, that's not cool. My wife didn't appreciate that. You know, could you apologize, right? That's what I would hope would have happened, as opposed to you going up on stage and slapping a dude, right? The joke was weak as fuck. It was a weak ass joke. I wish that he would have handled it differently, but then, you know, he did this whole apology at the end. Y'all saw it. Didn't even apologize to Chris Rock. I guess he don't feel sorry for smacking him. He just feels sorry for embarrassing himself, I guess. I don't know. And then we got the tears and everything. You know, this man is broken, right? We all know this, bro. Will Smith is broken. He thought this was gonna fucking get him back his balls, I guess. No, sir, man. You just made your. I feel like it didn't help your image at all. And I guess maybe at this point he doesn't care anymore about his image. He's made a bunch of money in the game. He's rich. I don't know if he's really you know, making movies like that or caring about making movies like that anymore. I understand defending your woman, and I guess it's, you know, amplified because, of course, Jada Pinkett is a black woman, so it could be amplified because of that. And his response, I do believe, was not the right way to go for me. But coming from somebody with alopecia, am I offended by that lame ass Chris Rock joke? No, that shit was lame as hell. Because again, I don't even think, he didn't even reference alopecia. He didn't say alopecia. I guess because y'all filled in the blanks for it. Because had he not even known that Jada was going through that, it just would have been like, yo, it's just another Hollywood female celebrity of sorts just rocking the shortcut. The super, super shortcut. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. This is the time we're living in. People had to get in on it, but I felt like I was actually in a better position to be a part of this particular topic of conversation because I am a person that does have alopecia. So that's it, man. Y'all take care, man. Y'all stay blessed. Doc's on to the next one. Peace.